Welcome back. I'm Colin and that's Silas.
Today we're doing Led Zeppelin albums, ranking them. There's only 8 this time.
And we're not counting Coda.
There's no room for honorable mentions because we don't even have a top 10. Because somebody drank himself to death.
Yeah, and then my dad couldn't see them, so nice going, Johnny.
This is probably the longest band that either of us have really been into together. You want to start this time?
Yeah, I'll start this time. Okay, my number 8 last pick is Led Zeppelin 2. This might be a controversial opinion. I'm getting some looks right now. They're all really good albums. I think this is one that I over-listened to and kind of has made it fall off for me. It's the one I most recently listened to, though, so that might be an interesting addition to this conversation. Every song on here is good. I used to like
Everybody
living...
clicks off the video.
I used to like Living Loving Maid a lot more. And now it really pisses me off. I find it kind of annoying.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like... Led Zeppelin's a band that I have to be in the mood for, and this is an album that I'm often not in the mood for. It's so intensely... I don't know. It's iconic. I feel like I'm just going to talk myself into a corner here. This is just how it felt when I ripped everything. Favorite song on the album? Bring It On Home.
Really?
Actually, I like a lot of stuff on this album.
I mean, yeah, it is one of those albums that if you listen to it too much...
Yeah, like, I'm just not... Like, obviously, they're all really good songs that I like, but then I'm just, like, I feel like I'm not really desiring to listen to them that much. It's kind of hard when it's 8.
And none of these albums are bad.
Yeah, I don't think Led Zeppelin missed. But then when people see my number 3 pick, they're going to probably tell me that I should go to hell. So we'll take that. We take that here. But that's mine.
Number 3. Nice. My number 8. Into the Outdoor. This is the one I just returned to the least. There's good stuff on here. I'm gonna crawl. In the Evening, A Fool in the Rain.
Classic Zeppelin album.
It feels like they're trying to be like pop on this album. But also, I don't know what Hot Dog is.
I think it's just the synths.
Yeah. It just feels like almost 80s. Oh, this is disgusting. Look at the crack and it's all beat up.
Did you just get that recently?
No, I got this in like a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it's almost gonna fall apart. I don't know. This one doesn't feel like the same band.
Well, it's the first one that was like really not recorded.
Yeah.
With like, I think the way I read it is that John, Paul Jones, and Robert Plant would do like vocals and synths and bass, and then when Jimmy and John Bonham were sober, they would come in and record guitar parts and drum parts.
Yeah. So
it's just like, if he hadn't died, I still kind of feel like it might have been the last Led Zeppelin album.
Yeah. So that was my 8. Okay.
My number 7 is debut, Led Zeppelin 1.
Yeah.
I can't see the track.
I have a weird copy where there's not, just flip it. So I don't know where that went.
This one has grown on me the most because I used to never really listen to it other than, I guess, Good Times, Bad Times and Communication Breakdown are like the 2 big ones. Yeah. Oh, and Dazed and Confused is also big. But it really grew on me because of Black Mountain Side, which is actually just fully ripped off. And
it, like, there's that Yardbirds song, White Summer, which is pretty much the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So he just, like, reused that and then...
He reused a song that they already lifted. And, like, I used to be, like, and I still kind of am, like, especially in blues, like, ownership was never a thing. Like, any blues standard is because it's just been passed along 1,000 times. But that's the one time where I'm like, okay, that's pretty shameless. But I do generally think...
them being these big rock stars and, like...
Yeah, and they profited off of it, and the original guy probably didn't profit that much from it. So that kind of sucks.
There's the 80s Willie Dixon lawsuit.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, because they don't even have to say that it's, like, someone else's. And, like, that's the thing, is the person who it, like, rips from, I think it's still a folk song. Yeah. But, like, it's their version of it.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, like, presented as, like, here's a Led Zeppelin song. I don't know. I'm not, it's not really an accusation. I kind of find the whole thing tedious. Yeah. I think generally that music is better off when it's collaborative.
I like listening to Black Mountain Side.
Yeah, I do too. It's probably my favorite on the album.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's beautiful. So yeah. Grew on me. We take that.
My number 7 is Presence. This just has a little more energy than that. I like Achilles' Last Stand, and I love the harmonica on Nobody's Fault But Mine. That solo. The other ones are kind of forgettable, but it comes together and it's like their last powerful effort. I feel like this is, I don't know. I still don't listen to this a lot.
I would agree.
But I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
And Hypnosis.
Oh, yeah.
Cover.
Did they do that too? Stormthorn.
They did. He did. Yeah.
Yeah. He just started working with he did Black Sabbath's last two too, and they suck.
Well, that's an awesome cover. I like both the Led Zeppelin ones. I don't know why people don't like this cover.
No, I like this too. That's my number 7.
Well, my number 6 is actually Presence. I think it ranks higher than the other ones because I haven't listened to the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So, like, in some objective world, maybe this is my 7th, and 2 is my 6th, and 1 is last. But, like, just when I was doing this ranking, this is what I was feeling. And that's the thing, is that rankings can change. Is it Royal Orleans that goes...
Yeah.
I like that. I like For Your Life. I like Nobody's Fault But Mine. I like Candy Store Rock. I like Hot's On For Nowhere. And I like T for One.
Yeah,
and I like Achilles' Last Stand. Like, I like all the songs on this album. I really remember listening to it when I went, like, on a hike once, just, like, with my headphones on. It was, like, a hot June day in the woods. And I was like, this is sick. So, yeah, it comes up higher for me. But I agree that it was, like, their last effort. Their last, like, let's make an album effort. Because they all, like, went to Morocco or whatever to evade for tax evasion. So it's
like Exile.
It's in a tax evasion trilogy. Oh, Swan Song. This looks always awesome. The Icarus. I like the Icarus. There's more pictures on the inside too.
What's the first album with the Icarus?
Physical Graffiti.
Ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Storm.
Storm Thornton.
Those look like 50s.
I know, that's the point. I like it. It's just cool.
It's fun.
Wow.
I bet you can't.
Beautiful work, Thorn. Presents. Number 6. What's your number 6?
My number 6, you already talked about. Led Zeppelin 1, debut, 1969. They are so young on this. His voice from like 1 to 3 changed so much. I like that this has some, like a little bit of the 60s
But he does the
stuff
scream.
again. Your Time Is Gonna Come is probably my favorite. With the slide and the... Like it still sounds like psychedelic, kind of. Good Times, Bad Times.
I understand how it was a groundbreaking album.
Yeah.
But in some ways it's weird because like the Rolling Stones did the whole blues rock thing.
Yeah, but this was heavier. And Cream did heavy.
Like, but it was psychedelic.
Acid rock. Yeah, but it was still
it's like acid blues.
But no one ever really heard a voice like his.
Yeah, and then like a bunch
from
of
an
dudes,
English
and
guy.
then a bunch of dudes copied it.
Yeah, and everyone. But I really like Good Times, Bad Times, and Your Time Is Gonna Come, and everything else is good. But it's their beginning.
It's the beginning.
I like that Jimmy Page was like, I'm gonna produce this so that no one can claim that they made the Led Zeppelin sound. It was me and my band only.
I like Jimmy.
There is no album that sounds like that. Really.
I like Jimmy's Instagram posts because he's just like, on this day I did this. Like he is a Chinese grandpa. My number 5 is Led Zeppelin 4, or 4 Symbols as some people call it, which is really
Untitled.
stupid. Yeah, I like Untitled. Black Dog was the first Led Zeppelin song that I liked as a kid. It's got Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Which is like overrated. It's not overrated, which is talked about a lot. But
first
it
half
is
better.
Yeah, the end kind of, it doesn't suck, but like the first part is so, the build before it gets all like, that part is cool, but it's not my favorite.
But that's not the reason I go to listen to this.
And I feel like that's when the classic rock heads are like, dude, yes. But yeah, I mean, this one is obviously all really good. Other highlights for me are Battle of Evermore recently. Sandy Denny, ladies and gentlemen. And it has this crazy art also.
Oh yeah, the Hermit.
The Hermit.
And the 10 of Wands.
Yeah, and I do like the back with the apartment building. And When the Levee Breaks is what I think made me listen to more Led Zeppelin as an adult. That was like the first one that I was like, oh, this is a new Led Zeppelin song that I didn't really know before. Yeah. So good album, very solid. I didn't get as into Going to California as people did, which was kind of a recent thing. I don't know if you were really aware of that because it was more of a social media thing. But I would say that like Going to California is one of the most popular Gen Z Led Zeppelin songs. Yeah. I like Stairway to Heaven a lot. I listen to Stairway to Heaven a lot. And it hits in like March.
Yeah. Can bring me to deer sometime.
Can.
My number 6 is number 3. The highs on here are very high. The Immigrant Song is a little bit overrated. I know, I like it. I guess just in my family, I was just like, oh,
Okay.
that's the Zeppelin
I didn't
song.
know that. I didn't know it until it was in Thor Ragnarok, so I'm a loser.
I like the way that it kind of fades from Friends to Celebration Day, and like, those are weird sounding songs to me. I don't think I like to go back to this album because it gets uncomfortable sometimes for me. Since I've Been Loving You is the best for me on this album. That is an incredible song. Out on the Tiles, Gallows Pole, like they're okay for me. But Tangerine, That's the Way. Bronyar? Bronyar?
I don't know.
Me neither. I don't like Hats Off to Roy Harper.
Oh yeah, that song sucks.
That's a skip for sure.
I skip that all the time.
So best is Tangerine, That's the Way, and Since I've Been Loving You, and the rest is okay. Some of it is bad, like Hats Off. Yeah, that's my number 5.
Yeah, we really screwed up. That's your number 5.
This is my number 5.
We really screwed up. My number 4 is Physical Graffiti. How could he? It's the best. It's simply divine. I would say this is probably the album I listened to, one of the albums I listened to the most, like, within the last couple years.
Yeah.
I think it's the most accessible Led Zeppelin album if you're not in the mood for it. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood for Led Zeppelin, but I can listen to this. Favorite song is either 10 Years Gone or Down by the Seaside or Houses of the Holy.
I don't know why they didn't just put that on the previous album.
I know, it's kind of
Let's save it for a double.
Let's save it for an album that's not named after it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Waiting for the Sun. But yeah, I mean, it's just really good pretty much all the way through. I don't think... Oh, no. It kind of falls apart after 10 Years Gone.
My number 4 is actually the same, so I'll just talk about it with you. I wanted to say the last, 4 songs... You could put Houses of the Holy on the previous album. In the Light was written during this, so that could just be on that album, and then it would be like a really strong
50-minute album, so
yeah,
you can't do that because it wouldn't fit.
I know.
But yeah, no, it does. I want to walk back what I said. It falls apart after 10 Years Gone. Night Flight's okay. Wanton Song is okay, and Sick Again's good. I like listening to Sick Again, even though it's like
I can't even. I don't remember what it sounds like. When Night Flight is over, I'm like, okay, that was the album. Those are the songs I care about.
Ooh, come on, meet me in the morning. Yeah. Black Country Road was the one with the airplane, and it sounds like Robert just ripped a nasty dart.
Oh.
And he's like, are we rolling?
The strongest side is side 3. In the Light, Bronner, Down by the Seaside, 10 Years Gone.
Yeah, probably I agree. If it's not the third side, it's the first side for me.
The whole first disc, though, it's just crazy.
Kashmir is my dad's favorite Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah. It's a good album. But
Off isn't on this.
In My Time of Dying is at the end of that.
Oh.
The Rover feels like... Well, it has that, metal energy. And they're heavy on this album. But it's Led Zeppelin, so they can make a song like Down by the Seaside, and it sounds like a Grateful Dead track.
Trample Underfoot is probably their most unique song. One of.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought this would be in your top 3, so I'm surprised. My number 3... In Through the Outdoor. What? That's crazy. That album sucks. I love this album. In the Evening is awesome. Southbound Soiree. I don't really listen to Fool in the Rain that much, but it's a good song.
Yeah.
I like Hot Dog a lot. I had a big Hot Dog phase. Carousel Ombra I love. And I think people think it's the cheesiest. Because the first part of it is kind of fucking obnoxious. Cause it's but the second section is so heroin-y. I think that's probably what heroin feels like.
Oh, yeah.
That part's awesome. And I've seen a lot of other people that really like In Through the Outdoor, so I feel pretty vindicated in enjoying it. All My Love, good. I mean, this is a good album to me. I really like a lot of it. And I think all the different covers is awesome. That it's all the different angles of the same thing.
I don't know if I talked about Carousel Ombra, but I love it.
Oh, you do like Carousel Ombra?
Yeah. Did I say I don't like that one?
I don't know. We haven't really talked about Led Zeppelin for
Yeah, it's been a while.
4 years.
My third is Houses of the Holy. This is the first, I think it was the summer of 2020. And this, the orange feels like summer.
It's so bright.
The ocean.
It's so bright and warm.
Over the hills far away.
Joyful.
Geomaker. My dad used to play that in the car when I was a kid, so that is a song I knew. Dancing Days used to annoy me, but now I like it.
I think it still kind of annoys me.
The crunge, I find. I mean, I know it's just like, hey, we love James Brown, but they do like the 9/8 time signature or whatever it is. Maybe it's like 4/4 and then 5/4. It's just like you can kind of dance to it, but they're like, no, fuck you, you can't dance to this song.
Yeah.
The Ocean and No Quarter. No Quarter is so good. John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I guess it's my favorite actually.
No, I love it. There's just sometimes I'm like, I don't want to get through song. I think the sequencing is what makes me mad. Because Song Remains the Same is so, and then it's the Rain song. Like, put that near the end of the album. That's the second track, and it's just like, time to go to bed. Right after. Number 3.
My number 2, Led Zeppelin 3. I forget what I wanted to add to what you already said. Oh, I really like Friends and Celebration Day, but they grew on me. It took me a while to get into them.
Yeah.
But like initially I was like big into Since I've Been Loving You and Out on the Tiles. Gallows Pole is probably my favorite. I get kind of annoyed at the like, I see it's another one where it gets like too intense and I'm like, okay. That's the Way, beautiful. Tangerine, beautiful. Bron-Y-Aur Stomp, great. But yeah, hats off to Roy Harper sucks. I mean, they could have just cut it.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying because it's such a non-song. I don't understand the point of it. I'd be interested if there's a hats off to Roy Harper fan in the world. Like, if you're like, oh, it's alright.
My
like,
favorite Led Zeppelin song, I'd have to say.
Yeah, like, there's that guy exists. So it's just, I just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I like the big fat lettering on the front and like all the
fun.
pictures and stuff. It's just cool.
It's funny they went from like the biggest text and font ever to Led Zeppelin 4 where there's just nothing on the cover.
True.
We're like, this is us. We're the biggest band right now. And then everyone was like, that's not a good album. You should be more like this.
Wait, did they say this wasn't a good album?
People didn't like this when it came out. Because
Wow.
it was like 1 and 2 were so like, this was more acoustic.
Oh, yeah, true. So yeah, I mean, just some quirked up white boys getting a little acoustic with it. Ain't a thing wrong with that. What's your number 2?
My number 2
It's gonna be Led Zeppelin
is
4.
Untitled. Led Zeppelin 4. I call it Led Zeppelin 4. Everyone does.
It's called Four Symbols, dude.
There's not a bad song on this one. His voice can, or I think rock and roll can get a little grating for me.
Yeah, but that's
sometimes.
like, that's just a general Led Zeppelin thing. Sometimes I'm just not in the fucking mood.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
The cymbals and then his voice, it can just be like, But Black Dog is like, you can't deny the riff. Battle of Evermore is pretty epic. Stairway to Heaven, I do like. I don't like that it's like the one song that the radio is like, what's up, man?
Classic rock. I don't like that phrase. Like, it's not a genre. It's like a playlist.
Because what's Chuck Berry? And then you could call Kiss classic rock.
It's a stupid
But
phrase.
it's a good song. I like Sprinkling.
It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there.
Misty Mountain, I always get the beginning wrong. Like, if I'm trying to be like, okay, this is where the beat's going to come in. It always messes me up. 4 Sticks is, that's the first time I was like, oh. I noticed, like, the time signature change. That's one of the first times.
Yeah. Not to interrupt, but I told a friend to listen to Misty Mountain Hop, and he was like, this song is really annoying. Like, I think he found, like, the way the instruments are a little out of sync with each other.
Walking in the park.
Like, yeah, and I guess I was like, oh, that kind of blew my mind.
What?
I was like, okay, you should be in the mood. They can be grating when you're not in the mood.
But I've always liked 4 Sticks. Going to California, I am one of those people.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. That's an observation that it's much more popular. It might be like a non-pop oriented radio song because my mom knows it.
But the song that got me into them is When the Levee Breaks. You played it.
Oh yeah.
Something clicked for me. I was like,
but you already knew that.
That is so. I knew them. Yeah, my dad.
I had kind of forgot about that detail.
But when I was getting into older music, that is the song that I was like, that is so heavy. That hits so. There's just the drums.
We have a picture of you from that day.
That song is amazing. And the fills by the end of it.
He is the best drummer.
Oh, it's so good. This is like everyone's
top 20 albums of all time.
And I can't pretend that it is my favorite, but I also can't pretend that it's...
My number 1 pick is Houses of the Holy. What do I have to add? I really disagree with your whole... I think that the sequencing of the first 3 songs is awesome. And it almost feels like it's all one song to me. It's like Song Remains the Same, and then it kind of leads into Rain Song, that kind of leads into Over the Hills and Far Away for me. Even though I don't think there's any like sequencing, transitioning, I think they just really work together. And then there's like a gap, and then the crunch starts. I think the song remains the same as my favorite Led Zeppelin song.
No quarter, maybe. It's a good album.
Because I just think they're all firing all cylinders on that song.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are awesome. California Sunlight, Sweet Calcutta Rain, Honolulu Starlight.
Yeah.
Like, cool, man. I don't know that I'm that into Dancing Days still, but I told one of my friends to listen to this album, and that was the only song he liked on it, which is crazy.
Freak.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, and you know, it is one where like the cover plays into it.
Yeah,
It's
so
so
crunchy.
cool, and the orange, and like I just think that this is such a cool image. It is kind of beautiful. It is kind of what the album's about. Almost.
If you open it up, oh, your back doesn't. When you have the vinyl open,
and they
yeah,
like
open
line
the-
up.
yeah, it looks like this mountain. Ireland.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this one is Hypnosis too, or maybe I'm wrong. I think it is though. Sleeve by Hypnosis. So maybe they did 3. I don't really know which ones weren't Hypnosis.
I didn't know that.
So that's my number 1. Did you expect that?
No,
You didn't expect this to be my number 1?
I kind of thought you would put 3 at one.
Interesting.
I
Maybe I think it's my favorite.
I was swapping between these two. This was almost 3, but my number 1 is Led Zeppelin 2. Freak.
Disgusting.
This is when I feel like they are the most powerful. I know that 3 of these songs are kind of covers.
Nothing wrong with the cover.
No, but What Is and What Should Never Be.
6 songs.
So it's so quiet and then so powerful and quiet again. The 11 song. This is just like a bluesy album, but it has those psychedelic. I mean, this is still in the 60s. So like the solos on Ramble On.
Yeah.
Those are always in my head. That's probably my favorite song. Bring It On Home. It starts with the.
Yeah.
Live and Love and Made. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's good though, cause like I think of it, but like I don't know. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, cause I don't even think I think I've listened to the other albums way more than it, so I don't know why I tired of
I'm
it.
kind of sick of Whole Lotta Love. I think I listen to it too much, but that's because it's my favorite
I
album.
probably agree. I think Heartbreaker of the 2 popular ones is my favorite.
Wicked Ways of Love.
Yeah.
This has always been up there. I think it's incredible. I don't know.
I think it's
People always say 4, but I think it's 2.
I think it's cool that we completely have it on opposite ends of our ranking.
Yeah, that is fun.
I want to suggest that we do a coda of sorts where we talk about non-album songs. Okay, well, since a coda is like an attachment to the end of the main piece, and that's the album that we didn't talk about, let's do a coda of non-album songs.
Yeah.
If I had to pick 2 that are like my favorites, I would pick Poor Tom and Hey, What Can I Do?
I would pick The Woman I Love. She got long black wavy hair. And Traveling Riverside Blues.
I would also agree on Traveling Riverside Blues.
The riffs on all of these.
Yeah. Traveling Riverside Blues comes to my head the most. Like I was like,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The Woman I Love. My dad sent that to me right when I was falling in love with a woman with long black wavy hair. So stands out.
Hey, What Can I Do plays on the radio a lot. My mom likes it a lot, so usually that's always something. If my mom likes it, I'm like, oh, she likes something that I have in common with her. And it's really beautiful. And it's just cool that it's like the only non-album single by them, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That doesn't really get you on.
And then Poor Tom's another Led Zeppelin 3 outtake, so like since it's my favorite, I feel like...
Something I always forget is Jimmy Page was playing classical guitar. He played on Goldfinger.
Oh, like you mean he was a session
Yeah, he was
musician?
yeah. And I think John Paul Jones too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're correct.
Okay.
Jimmy definitely was.
Yeah. So it's just like 4 people the best at what they can do. Sometimes they borrow ideas, and that's fine. To me.
Yeah, like again, the only one that feels gratuitous
They were
is
trying
Black
to
Man's
hide
Side.
it.
They did. They were a
Sometimes.
little sneaky about it.
Yeah. Just say it's a cover, and then like boss it up.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I think they did Raise to Heaven to Heaven. I think everyone used that chord progression.
Isn't it
It's
just
not a spirit song? Yeah, that's been a thing. That's just classical music since.
Yeah, I do think that we've hit a point where the fact that you can't just like that we can't make this video and put Led Zeppelin songs in the background without it getting copyright struck. Like, what are we stealing from them
And
by
also
doing that?
them as a band, they're like, no movie can have my song.
Yeah, and like if anything, by using their music in our video, Like, and if a million
want
people
people to-
watched it, like, they might be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that. So, like, it's no.
Yeah.
I just think that music ownership has complicated things in a lot of ways, and it's good for people to get credit, but also a lot of the people who got really screwed over by not being credited are like long dead.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate.
Is Willie Dixon alive? He got credited.
But I mean, musical tradition is just borrowing and adding, and Led Zeppelin does add.
So thanks for watching again. Maybe you missed
Yeah.
the first video. Yeah. See you next time. And go listen to Presence.
I'm a red-winged blackbird. I'm beautiful.